So victory for Parramatta will leave them 4 points adrift of the top 8. Teams ahead of them all have byes this weekend. So they need to win to maintain.
Stay onside!
Some sort of shot at the top 8. We're underway here at Combank. Cohen Hess crashes into the defence to start the game. He was pinpointed as a key member for the Cowboys tonight by his coach Todd Payton pre-game. Now Majeski elevated to the starting lineup.
Josh, hands off!
And he's wrapped up by Hopgood and Hodgson. Granville running the decoy, and it finds Hill and Lukey. Outside the 20, Robson. This is Lukey, sorry. And he's 15 short of the halfway. Fangawi involved in that tackle. They work back towards the centre of the ground. And Drinkwater playing it, and Townsend with a long kick. Gutherson stationed perfectly underneath it. Robson down there, and so too Granville. So you fancy the opening stages will be really important in the Cowboys' chances of competing here tonight. You take 4 key members of their team out of the lineup, which got flogged last week. You think on the face of that, they're right up against it, but who knows? Maybe that's a call to arms for them. Now Fangawi, former Queensland Origin rep himself, and he's tackled by Granville a couple out from the halfway line, and good to move Greg. He's gone from bench player to forward leader for the Eels this evening. No junior Polar. In fact, as Moses kicks high, and the ball's taken safely at the back here by the rookie winger, Robert Derby. Not one of the Parramatta forward pack from the grand final last year are here tonight. Junior Polar in Origin, Campbell Gillard injured, Lane injured, Madison injured, and then the rest of them have left the club, as we know. Here's a penalty and some backslapping for North Queensland. Good evening, Phil Gould.
Matthew, how you doing? What I can say is that the Cowboys last week, their humiliation, people ask how can they turn it around. You can only turn it around one play at a time. One run, one tackle, keep building confidence, keep building belief, and keep going together. And that's what they have to do. Run hard, tackle hard. Motivation should be really easy for them tonight to turn that disaster around.
That was Labert, the other first game of playing the ball, and they shift here through the hands, and they find Hess. I felt for Todd Payton. Not only did his team get belted up last week, they had a gathering of the Tigers team from the 2005 grand final. Of course, he was in the Tigers side. He had to go and dine with his old teammates. That would have hurt.
Surely very nice.
Oh. I hope they covered his bill anyway. McLean. This is better. Drinkwater joining in, and now out to Labert.
He looks like he's laboured. He drew the penalty the previous set. Big, strong lad.
A chip up high by Townsend. Darby competes, but well taken, and Russell threatened to rip away upfield there, but he's pulled down just short of his 20. Paul Gallen doing the sideline work for us tonight. Evening, Gal.
Evening, guys. Yes, forecast down here. It's a clear night, very clear night. Currently 12 degrees, but an overnight minimum of 3 degrees, so it's going to get a little bit colder as the night goes on. There's a slight wind favouring the Cowboys in the south-west at 9 kilometres an hour, but the field is pretty sick, guys. There's a fair bit of drill around tonight, so ball control will be very important.
Thanks, Gal. Left back row tonight, Matt Dory. Played a lot of that position this year. Started the season in that role, in fact. 6 again. And Vidamu Greg gets up to the Cowboys 30. Lukey in there in conjunction with Cohen Hess. Now Jermaine Hopgood. He's the #1 offloader in the competition, and there's an example of that. A great ball around the corner. Some of his ball work last week was spectacular against South Sydney.
Josh Hodgson hobbling. He grabbed with a left hip. Wasn't contact. He might have strained a muscle. Arthritis.
Widamu Greg. It's his 150th NRL game tonight to Josh Hodgson. 4 short of the Cowboys line. A little dink by the veteran #9. It's come bouncing back off legs. It's been, I reckon that was knocked on by Parramatta. And how about that for desperation? Kyle Felt Inspired work. Chased hard after it and wins the ball back up on the halfway. Well, they're game-turning efforts.
Back here, front foot, Josh, hold. Go to.
Now, Ben Hampton only played 2 games last year. Filling in the number 6, who Tom did in the 18th man for Queensland. Now, Gajeski, don't go over the sideline. They're trying to shove him over there. Stops a couple in from touch. Labert back for Townsend. And McLean, short pass, Granville, he came flying onto it. That was a great tackle by Dory. Up around the ball. Felt chasing after this. It's Felt v Sebo tonight. It's tapped back by Felt. Lukey's got it. He couldn't slip a pass out.
And over there.
If he could have got that to Hiku, there was an opportunity, but he's been wrapped up on the last.
All right, let's go. Hold front foot. Go, no tackle. Starting it. Reese, up now. Jake on the way.
And Sebo, 14 tries in the year. Lead try scorer in the NRL. 17 line breaks too. 17 line breaks.
Well, Parramatta come to their right. Very inexperienced left side defence for the Cowboys. Then Hampton, Labert and Derby together. It's the area that I'd like to attack.
Robson, that was a great one-on-one tackle on the big front row. A bit of new Greg. Pop good out for Moses and Cartwright. Picked up a dump by Labert. Great tackle. And then a spirited chase and marker as well to put pressure on Moses by Labert. Taken by Drinkwater at the back. He's tackled nicely by Brown. And now Robert Derby, who is already a Papua New Guinea international. He was a standout performer for the Northern Pride in the Queensland Cup last year and joined the Cowboys full-time squad for this year.
Their junior system, or their pathways, the junior coaching for the Cowboys, it's on song. Think about the players that developed. Lukey, Menai. We've got some players tonight, Labert, Derby.
All right, Ashley. We have a captain's challenge.
A lot of these young
Cowboys
players
are
coming
challenging
through
the
a lot
decision
of
of a
local
knock-on.
juniors.
Well, there's an early challenge.
Looking at the right-handed Josh Hodgson, it's away from the ball. He moves back towards the ball and knocks the ball out after the tackle is called. The challenge is successful.
It's a penalty here, Josh, after the tackle's complete. That's the decision.
Protest upheld.
A little sneaky one. Used to get away with those until we had 40 cameras around the ground and the captain's challenges.
Behind the line.
Don't go early.
Ben, Matt. Dylan, hands off, Joe, back in. All the way. Go,
See, I've got to say, at the stage that he is in his career, Jake Granville, this is brave from him. He's been playing up in the middle all year long, starting at lock tonight. He's not a big man, but he gives it his all. He's on the right-hand side there of McLean, who goes into the defence. So they're only 14 out, North Queensland. This is a much more positive start. And Helam Lukey slips it away. Drinkwater with a try. They're on the board first.
Watch the work of this young back rower, Helam Lukey. He's got Drinkwater will start on the inside of Townsend and appear late. Harvey Norman Rute, but watch Lukey the way he changes the angle as he gets the ball. Look at him come to the outside there of Dylan Brown. Scott Drinkwater goes over, but this young man coming back from an ACL from last year, Helam Lukey, this will show it. Watch him change the angle. Gets to the outside, beautiful offload through the line. That's a great try.
It's a lovely variation. You can only do that when you've got a back rower with that sort of talent and really smooth hands. Nicely executed, Paul Gallen.
Yeah, guys, I've got a great attack there from the Cowboys, but poor defence there from the Parramatta Eels. Joe Fengao was very, very slow to come out of the tuck, and he had a great win last week against the Cowboys, put 60 on him when he played for the Tigers, but it's a different game today. You think there's going to be a bit of a bounce-back factor from the Cowboys, so the Parramatta Eels have got to pick their game up.
That was class. That looks easy. but the timing, and he actually accelerates on the pass, Lukey, and then gets himself into space.
So he did his ACL last year. And you remember, understandably, all the excitement around Jeremiah Nene, but they were both dynamic.
Oh, he's a rep player, Lukey. He's a rep player in waiting. And ACLs, coming back from those cruciate ligaments, people think it's 9 months. It is around 18 months till he can get back to anywhere near 100%.
Oh, he's quite the athlete. Pretty much the tallest man on the field, and wonderful smooth skills as we've just seen. Townsend with the kick to make it 6-0 to the visitors.
Queensland Cowboys, 9.5 minutes into the match. Cowboys 6. Lead the Eels.
Stay inside of the right. Plenty of time, Clint.
Perfect start for the Cowboys. Oh, General Fangawi's off the field. Not even 10 minutes gone.
Is that the dreaded hook?
Not the ideal start to your new club.
Brought him from the club and hooked him. Maybe there's a little injury there. He's off the side. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt there.
He looked unhappy. It's something that had happened physically more so than being given the hook. So Granville tackled up near the halfway. That's tackle number 5 now. Drinkwater played it. It goes back for Townsend. Makatoa's on the field now for Parramatta, by the way. And back comes Micah Sivo. Yes, Danica?
Yeah, disappointing end for Joe Ofahengawi, just 10 minutes into his first game for the Parramatta Eels, and we are hearing he's injured his calf, and they are saying at this stage he's gone for the entire night.
Oh,
How can front rowers do calves?
you can't send him back to the Tigers, can you? It's not calling off there.
That's harsh.
Well, there's a couple of handy props watching on. Moses with that booming kick. Taken by Drinkwater, and now Robert Darby. He's got some really good footwork as well. Very agile. He's got Justin O'Neill about Robert Darby, actually. Premiership winner with the Cowboys, of course. Rep player. Oh, Bijeski.
Will Tennessee.
Put his body on the line. They're both ball carrier and defender. Now Labert. Well, he's a real buzzing machine. And Hess tackled well by Hoffman. What an acquisition he's been for Parramatta. A kick now by Townsend on the last. Taken by Sivo. Put down on his own 20. Para with 3 wins in their last 4 games against the Cowboys. It was 1 each last year. The one that mattered was the one that got Para through to the grand final. A thrilling game up in Townsville, 24-20.
I'm going to roll the sleeves up here. Parramatta, they're down on troops in the forwards. We saw Junior Paulo and Regan Campbell-Gillard. They're not playing. Lost off the Hindu. So that'll come on this man, wearing new Greg. You got to build this game. Start grinding away.
Oh, this is a... Oh, he tried to put his foot over the sideline, Cole felt. He might be pushed over after the tackles, mate. It's a penalty. The tackle was completed. Mitchell Moses is agitating towards the referee. So Belt tried to put his foot over there and wasn't able to get it. Is there a hand on him while he's on the ground, Andrew?
Well, once they stop, you can't pick him up. Once you put a finger on him, you've got to stop, which if he doesn't put a finger on him or a hand on him, then it's a voluntary tackle. Gal.
Yeah, guys, I want to talk about the Cowboys kicking game. They've kicked almost exclusively to Sevo. Now, whether that's a plan to take him out of the game so he can't run that play-to run, or whether they'd just rather tackle him and Sean Russell, I'm not too sure. But the majority of the kicks definitely going to Mike Sevo at the moment.
Who would you rather tackle? Gal?
I'd rather tackle Russell without a doubt. But that's what I said. Maybe they're trying to take Sevo out of the game, play one, just get to him early so he can't make any metres.
Another thunderous shot on Gajeski, who is very wobbly. Makatoa absolutely creamed him. Oh, boom. Drinkwater with a shallow bomb, a challenge for Russell. They don't make a play at it. It's come back for the Cowboys. Gajeski's lost it. And Penasini breaks out of the tackle of Robert Darby. And then Granville comes in and McLean for interest. Well, Russell tackled on his own 30. Hodgson now for Cartwright. Unused 18th man in the grand final last year, Bryce Cartwright, the only surviving member of the forward pack, but didn't get on the field. Now Hopgood, good quick play the ball, and Hodgson takes off.
It's a part of his game we saw at Canberra, Hodgson, but the way Parramatta play,
Brown.
The way Parramatta play, generally they like their dummy halves just to pass.
Moses to Gutherson into a massive hole. He tried to roll it through Clint Gutherson, but it is dived upon desperately by the Cowboys at the back. Well, that's a danger sign because the West Tigers cut them straight through the middle on a number of occasions. In fact, they cut them all over the park with 11 tries last week. But that was a big hole. Can you believe that? 11 tries they conceded. 11.
Well, by the look of it, Parramatta were watching also. Just human nature. They just dropped their intensity from the start of the game, Parramatta. So they want to roll their sleeves up.
Controlled footy by the Cowboys so far. Townsend's kick once again is directed towards Micah Sevo, but the kick chase is not as good as previous ones. Granville was there to intervene as Sevo was about to hit top gear, and he's complaining of a crusher tackle.
Tackle one. Micah, just stay square, mate. Just stay square. Thanks, mate. Yep. It's going to be tackle one. You staying on, Micah?
There's no penalty. Yes, Gal.
Hey guys, in my opinion, Micah Sevo should have to come from the field there. We've got to somehow discourage blokes laying down intentionally to look for a penalty, and if he had to come from the field, that would cause a massive reshuffle to the Parramatta side. So if you're going to lay down, he should have to come off.
Mitchell on the mark, yeah?
Well, this time last week, 17 minutes into the game, Cowboys were down 18-0. Conceding 3 tries to the Tigers. So they've got through that first period pretty good. Haven't conceded a try. Scored 1. Now they get a test right on their own line.
This is Parra's first exploration of the danger zone. Makahisi Makatoa. 6 metres out. Brown for Whittamoo. Greg, he's gone straight through. The former Cowboy has scored.
Well, that was pretty simple. That was pretty simple. Very basic play there from the Parramatta Eels, and Cowboys have just opened up. Waimea Greg Harvey Norman replay. He didn't even think he was getting that. You look at that again, he didn't even think he was getting that ball. He wasn't ready for it. Moses just put it in his lap and he shuffles his way to the try line.
He improved as a player where it moved Greg. Worked on his fitness and his body.
First NRL try. Yes, Gal?
Yeah, boys, not good signs for the Cowboys. The first time the Eels have really been down here and they've scored straight away. I thought Drinkwater could have made a better effort there, try to get an attack, at least hold the ball up or force it free. He was probably a little bit late to get there.
Their first look at the Cowboys line, and it only took a couple of plays to open it up, and now we're locked up.
Stand side here. Stand side.
Well, he's the leader of the pack tonight. Bit of move, Greg. Got a taste of NRL up at the Cowboys, and since then he's turned into a pretty handy front rower. He's had a couple of stints as a starting prop for Parra this year. Junior Polo missed a few games earlier, and now Campbell Gillard, and he's done a very good job. Women's State of Origin is just around the corner, but make sure you are there to witness it live. Game 1 kicks off Thursday right here at Combank Stadium with the Sky Blues returning to New South Wales for the first time since 2019. Tickets are selling fast. Get your seats today. NRL.com/tickets. Real elation, real agony, real rivalry, unreal. Women's State of Origin, Game 1 in what is now a 2-game series. Drinkwater. Put down by Hodgson. And Dylan Brown on kick chase, and Felt, leading try scorer in the Cowboys lineup tonight, 7 for the season. And away to Peter Hiku. He's off to England next year, announced during the week. 16 short of the halfway. This is Derby. And this is Helam Lukey. Big long stride for a back rower. They switch the point of attack there, so Drinkwater can kick. And he pops it up. Sevo takes it, and Townsend's right up in his grill. Simonson this time. Good aggression in defence there by North Queensland. And now Russell. Tackled well by Granville down low. Rinse and repeat from Moses. Long kick with plenty of hang time down the right-hand corridor. And nowhere to go for Robert Derby.
Robert Derby played his junior footy at Cairns Brothers. It's the club many years ago that Parramatta coach Brad Arthur was captain coach of. I think he captain coached Adam O'Brien, the Knights coach there, I think. And at Bateman's Bay.
Tough gig, captain coach. Oh, good run, Hess. Great offload. Robson on the backup. Drinkwater's on the inside. He couldn't get it to him. Great one-on-one tackle, Gutherson. And Drinkwater rolls it through, chases himself. Has it got the weight? It does. It's a pinpoint kick.
Yeah, it's a good play. That's a really good play. He didn't get it when he supported the previous play. Doubled back, got the ball, saw that Gutherson takes off. Watch this. Gutherson comes up with a great tackle. He'll get up from the play, the ball, and sprint back to the other side of the field. Drinkwater sees it, pokes it in behind, and Dury has to come up with the save. That's a really good play from the fullback. Looks like we're going short here with Moses.
Gutherson actually took the kick. Oh, what a take up by above the pack. Oh, and he's played it. That's a dodgy play, the ball by Feld. He was lucky to get away with that after the spectacular catch. And in the meantime, Hickory's come right across the ground to be tackled by Cartwright.
Did he play it or drop it?
Well, it was a mess, whatever it was. Robson sends it left. Townsend, Gajeski, Penasini, solid. Good defensive read. Hampton's in there, sends it for Townsend. And Robson. And now through the hands, Drinkwater one side or the other. Big Mike Acevo. Bang. He's more than just a try scorer. He can hit hard too. And he's really whacked Hickory that time. Granville playing on now for McLean. This will be the last tackle when he's put to ground. Robson, Townsend, goes through the hands. No, he's lost it. And look out, Sevo. He gives a pass away now, and Brown can't evade the tackle of Hampton. Back-to-back sets, and the Cowboys can't come away with a try.
Yeah, intimidation from Sevo there caused the turnover. I think Drinkwater could see a collision coming and said, no, not for me.
I wonder if Chad Townsend, next time they're down there, will put one in behind with rubber in behind Sevo.
Here's the lumbering frame of Offa Hickey Ogden on the ground now. And Makatoa this time, Hopgood into the line, goes well into the line and gave the pass. It was almost impossible to catch.
I don't think it was for it. He just put his hand out, Ogden. He was looking to play behind it to the man out the back. Hopgood.
Oh, big shot.
I don't think Parramatta have come to their right side, attacked the inexperienced left side of the Cowboys yet.
Double change for Todd Payton, Jermaine Chinor-Brown. He's one of them. And here's the other, Griffin Neame, who's back in first grade for the first time since round 6. He had a very nasty throat injury. It was a broken bone in the throat. Sevo.
A good player, Griffin Neame. I reckon they've missed him.
Local boy, Gus?
He's Kiwi.
He's a Kiwi.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Where is Auckland? We won't mention that song at Origin time.
It's tough.
You said it. Good hard contest, this. Good strong defence. There it is again. Penasini and Cartwright with a driving shot. He's likely, Andrew, this guy. He's played a number of positions coming through for Townsville in the Queensland Cup. Fullback centre and 5'8" this year. Zach Labert gets his first taste of NRL at centre, but there's a footy player in there with his footwork.
He looks all elbows and knees. He's one of those players when you tackle him, you come out of it and go, ouch.
Norbrad for Townsend. Kicks on 4.
Great.
Into the corner. And Gutherson right against the sideline. He's got a foot over the touchline, and he's happy for it to be ruled dead ball.
Gus, when you're coaching a team against the Cowboys where you saw them get smashed the week before and you think you're going to stroll through. And what's the message at half-time when it's 6-all?
Yeah, well, we haven't got to half-time yet, but I'd imagine that was done all in the pre-match. You go back and look at Cowboys at their best. You know they're not going to repeat that. Our game is littered, our history is littered with teams that get beaten by 50 and 60 and come back the next week and turn it around. It shouldn't affect your thinking as a professional team. It can. It shouldn't. And the Eels are nowhere near at full strength tonight either. Some players who come back into this Cowboys team, like Griffin Neame, who I think give them a little bit of an advantage off the bench. Here goes Sevo.
Sevo!
Great tackle.
Felt rushing over.
I think both teams would have ignored what happened last weekend in the preparation for this one.
Not good. Tackled well by Jermaine Janor-Brown. Brown with a kick, Sevo chasing. Tap back. The ball goes to hand. Hiku's got it now for the Cowboys, and he wanted to pass it around the corner, but he takes the tackle of Hodgson. I think you can see the efforts there for the Cowboys tonight. Certainly they've been chasing by what happened last week.
Well, you can see the speed of the defensive line. Gal?
Yeah, I want to speak about what Joey said before. The Parramatta Eels have not attacked this inexperienced edge of the Cowboys, but the Cowboys haven't come in and attack either. The game's been almost exclusively played down the other side of the field.
Townsend for Drinkwater, and back for Hiku, and now Townsend! Oh, what a tackle by Dylan Brown!
Where did he come from?
That is amazing defence. He's come out of the grandstand.
Well, this looked a try for all money. Runs it on the last play. Some beautiful football out here. Hickow back to the inside. Townsend's got it, and I think he took it a little bit easy. He just thought he would step Brown, and Brown with a great grab. That's real strength. One arm on your inside shoulder to make a grab like that shows great strength and commitment from Dylan Brown. Brilliant stuff.
Jolting tackle again. Russell buckled hard in that. Here goes Ogden. Well, he won the Eric Sims medal last week, Dylan Brown, for a dazzling attacking effort. And his defence on that occasion was full of desire. The way this game's being played, there might be much in it at the end. That might be the match-defining play. There's the tantalising kickoff, bounces back in. Like it was on a remote control.
I'm not sure why he would grab that. Much easier to let the ball go out, I suppose.
I think it took a bounce away from the sideline. He sort of panicked a little bit there.
Well, 30 minutes in, 6-all. It's decidedly better than where it was this time last week for the Cowboys.
Oh, Neame tackled strong.
He loves it.
Then off a Hickey Ogden. What eats at the scales, that Gus? 1-2-5. He's the Giants. Good kick. Oh, confidence with the offload.
We haven't seen much of Mitchell Moses there. He's in dummy half. He's got his right leg heavily strapped. I don't know if he's carrying an injury, but he has to impose himself on this game. As Gal said, Sevo winds up. All the players gone to the other side of the field. He has to stand up and start demanding the ball.
Here's Gutherson. Injecting some of his typical energy in the middle of the ground. Pop good, here's Moses. Ball for Penasini. He's up against Laban. He left him forlorn on the ground, and he got it around the corner to Cartwright, who's got no one to give it to. Great pickup, Moses, and then the spear pass away to Brown and Gutherson, and Sevo one-on-one with Feld. He's made another big tackle.
Yeah, great scrambling defence there from the Cowboys. Their left side was breached, which put their right side under pressure on the next play, but they got across there and They save another one. Penasini very, very strong with that. Having those outside backs that can just break tackles so easily makes a difference.
He's built close to the ground, big in the hips, really well balanced. Into the King's College, is that what's called up the road? King's School. Played in the centres in the first 15 with Joseph Suoliti. That centre pairing. Yeah. Lovely young man walking the scene. He's got a younger brother in the junior system here also.
Gutherson sprinting back after an athletic catch. Tackled beyond his 30. Brendan's hands on the ground now in 15. There's another first grade rookie set for his first NRL cap for Parramatta tonight in 16, Luca Moretti. We might see him in the second half.
I like him, he's a good player. He's a trouble.
And a chance now, hands. Running freely down the left-hand edge. Now half-time not far away here.
Yeah, and Cowboys are starting to walk. They look really vulnerable at the moment.
Kick by Gutherson. Oh, late, but with desperation to get that back. Well played.
Well, the ball's been in play just over 6 minutes, so there's been no let-up for anyone. Talking to the conditioners, they said they work around about 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes, maximum effort. After about that time, 2.5, 3 minutes, they are gassed. They're up around 6.5 minutes at the moment. It's hard to describe. You can't see it at home, the fatigue element of the game, but these, you can see it. These players are gassed.
Townsend run a long way before the kick that time.
And this is the halves. This is the responsibility of the halves, to stand up and play when you're tired. Drag the team with you.
Charge straight up, Luciano, back here, front foot. Wait. Don't wait. Let go, Jermaine. Mark square.
Just takes one play now, one player, one play. Make the difference.
Simonson, a weaving run, asking questions of that tired defence.
Yeah, the Cowboys are just letting them run now. They look really vulnerable.
Brendan Hands, off for Hickey Ogden, Jermaine Hopgood, Clint Gutherson, Mitchell Moses, Will Penasini. Great defence by Hampton, although he doesn't finish the tackle, and Penasini wanted to get up and go again. They wanted 6 again there, the Eels fans. Moses kicks towards the post, chased it himself. Desperation. That's Jermaine Tenor-Brown, the front rower, who gets back to save the try.
Yeah, look at the Cowboys getting back behind this try line after conceding a line dropout. Great work here by Moses. He gets the repeat set, and this could be the one that just breaks them. They will do well, the Cowboys, to hold them out here. They might even try a short dropout to get the ball back. No, they're going to go long. Here come the Eels.
Oh, crunch, Kucheski. He has had no... and there is their award for perseverance.
Okay, ready?
That's a let-off.
50. Shot clock on.
That's a real let-off. Oh, dear.
Previous to that dropout, that ball was in play for 8 minutes.
Wow.
I think the biggest one this year was the Rabbitohs Panthers game, where it was in play for about 8.5 minutes. I don't know what the fatigue is. Tomorrow get out, sprint up and back over 10 metres 6 times, and then sprint 50 metres, and then repeat to that for 8 minutes. And you understand what the fatigue is.
Throw a few tackles in there too. Or get tackled.
A couple of burpees.
Luciano Leilua returned to NRL football last week. Played 60 minutes in front of his old home crowd and got booed every time he was near the action. He left the Tigers for North Queensland towards the back end of last year, you'll remember. And one thing about Tigers fans is they have very long memories. Griffin Neame.
They can hold a grudge too.
Yeah.
Less than 3 minutes before half time.
Simonson up against Hiku.
He's
Getting
strong.
by the jumper.
He's really strong. He's busted tackles tonight every time he's handled the ball. A little bit of an energizer bunny there.
Oh, here's Dory. Excellent run. That gets them on the front foot. Parra looking to play before the break here. Hands with a dash up over the halfway. Kajeski with the tackle. They wanted a reach together. They didn't get one. Hopgood looks left, looks right. Takes the tackle.
He's a good player.
Now Moses for Cartwright. Oh, Cartwright with a spectacular ball. And Griffin Neame is there to pick up the scraps. Once again, one of the big men saves the day. What about the pass?
That was a reverse Benji flick around the back. I haven't seen that since 2005. Look at this.
We've seen him do that 100 times.
What about Kajeski?
Is that in the breeding? That must be in the Cartwright breeding. I used to see his uncle do that quite often.
Jack Kajeski has been absolutely bashed every time he's run it tonight. Still gets up and goes for more. Now Drinkwater with a kick for Gutherson. He's got to make ground to it. Oh, he pulls through the other side. And there was no one really in front of him. Hampton got him from side on.
Well, they've got a minute to survive here.
Oh, they're still pulling through tackles. In goes Penasini. They're setting up for one big sweeping movement. Moses going to the left-hand side to work in combination with Dylan Brown. Brown with it now. They left Moses behind. Here's Sivo with a bit of open space. Townsend getting over there, gets him around the legs and drags him over the sideline. And he's pumped up about it too.
Yeah, brilliant tackle. Brilliant tackle. They were short right from the play of the ball. Parramatta executed it perfectly to get Sivo away. But Townsend turned and chased. Look where Townsend came from to make this tackle. Sivo probably didn't take off at full pace, but a bit of experience there from the halfback. He did his job in the front line and then immediately retreated to get back and realised they were outnumbered and got to Sivo. And that's a great half of football from the Cowboys. So much better than this time last week.
What a spirited effort. They've weathered a stack of defence as well. They've lost their origin players, 4 of them in total from last week. And after copping a Bart at Leichhardt, they're in the contest here at half-time at Combank. Parra and the Cowboys 6 each at half-time.
Back and forth. It's unheard of in club.
Zach Labert in his first game resumes hostilities. Back comes Makahisi Makatoa. If you're joining us late, Joe Offengawi made his debut for Parramatta tonight. Lasted not even 10 minutes. He's done a calf, won't be back. So the pressure on the middle forwards and the forward resources here at the club is quite immense at the moment.
Yeah, you get a tough first half like that, ball in play a lot. It's been quite energy sapping for both teams. Sometimes one team just doesn't come out from the halftime break. They can't back it up a second time. So this early little opening gambit here from both sides, very important to get back into the grind.
Master Moses kicking long. And Robert Derby in his maiden NRL appearance pulled down on the 20-metre line. Now Kyle Feld has been wonderful in the opening half. Feld, a couple of incredible tackles on Sivo.
He's just thrown himself at Sivo, hasn't he?
Can you see from the coach's perspective, Gus? Can you see the individual effort here in these Cowboys players? It was obvious. They were down in all areas last week, but they've all given everything tonight.
Yeah, well, they've got to keep giving. Yeah. 40 minutes isn't going to be enough. Paul Gallen.
You're right, Gus, that they're going to have to play for 80 minutes. One thing they did really well in the first half is their completion rate. They completed at 95%, just coming with one error. But I think they need to ask a few more questions of this Parramatta defensive line. They're pretty one out in the first half, which contributed to that, but they definitely need to ask a few more questions.
Educated, Gal. Have a good day.
Had a good day, had a big day, yeah, down the morning show this morning.
No, I'm talking about the 10-year anniversary.
me and Nate, yeah, no, it was good. I had a couple of stories throughout the week. Me and Nate had lunch together last Friday, I think, so we get on fine.
People know there's a 10-year anniversary where Paul Gallen
ruined the game.
Ruined the game.
Sorry, everybody.
Stop punching. Wish he did it before Cattle Dog back when I was playing.
Didn't go quite as well when you tried it, Joey. Up they go. Oh, what a contest. They've lost it. It's a knock on by Power in the first instance, says the referee.
That way, then that way.
Yep, correct call. Correct call. He actually ducks into the tackle he Coles felt. He hits one of the Parramatta players in the chest and sees a bit dazed.
And the Bullock Griffin knee. Back in the game after a long stint, of course, of that throat injury. Very scary. Jermaine Tenor-Brown now. What a tackle.
Great tackle. Dylan Brown.
Oh, his defence has been phenomenal.
That was Gilmeister.
Trouble. Real trouble.
Hand over.
That's not a good sign.
Hand over there.
Oh, look at that. Timing.
Almost faultless first 40 minutes, and now they've come up with an error on tackle 5. And that pretty much gives Parramatta some attacking football here.
There's the Westpac red zone. You can see hardly any play in each other's attacking area. 8 to the Eels. They'll go up a little bit more now. They're on the attack.
Brendan Hands, Moses plays inside. And Hopgood, slam. Good tackle. By Lua. Gutherson trying to promote the ball. It touched the hand of Labert, so there'll be 6 more tackles if they need them. Penasini back to Bryce Cartwright. And Cartwright's thrown it straight back to...
No advantage.
Well,
There's no advantage.
No advantage.
Take advantage.
Clock on.
That happened a week ago.
I can remember back in the day that if you ran 10 metres, you took your advantage, or around that.
They've thrown 3 passes.
Let's go.
Gal.
I'm with you, boys. How have they not taken some sort of advantage there? Try scoring, that's ridiculous.
That was the 3rd pass.
No, absolutely, I'm with you.
In the Super League in England, they give them a free play. So if the opposition drops it, they can do what they want.
Well, that's what that was, Joey, a free play.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what it was.
That's a contentious call, and it's handed Parramatta possession back. Right on the doorstep now. Offa Hickey Ogden.
They scored easily last time they were in this sort of position.
Brendan Hands. He tried to use the wide frame of Offa Hickey Ogden as some sort of a barrier. The Cowboys converge to stop him. Now Makatoa. Oh, we called there in the end. Neem stopped the ball, and now it goes to Mitchell Moses, and now for Brown. Floats the ball away. Sivo in his favourite corner. Over they come. The Cowboys try to hold him up and drag him. He's a hard man to move, Micah. And then he does eventually play it. The referee doesn't call a halt there. And now a kick up towards the goal line. It's off Hands. It comes down for Brendan Hands. And then the pass out to Russell, who picks it up beautifully on the bump.
There's no advantage.
Pass.
Yeah. There's no advantage. It's a knock-on, then a forward pass. The knock-on, where do you want it?
It's a Cowboy knock-on anyway.
Where do you want it? to scrum.
That's the forward pass. So there was a knock on the contest by North Queensland just before this. So Parramatta are going to get possession back once more.
There's a knock on. That was from Labert. Centrefield scrum here.
Gee, they'll do well to stop them here. They've had a mountain of ball down here. Brown with a left foot straightened, nearly through. Gee, he's taken his game to a new level in the last month. Big Ogden again, Gajeski, physical. You've got to be on a big fella like him. They're right on the line now. Dylan Brown out to Mitchell Moses. They put a play on, they get an overlap, and Russell this time in the corner.
Well, the key there is your most creative players.
I have no try.
Oh, no try.
Confirm the knock on in the corner.
Your creative players playing together. After 5'8" to fullback.
He's dropped it.
What a great effort. Who is that? Is
John
that
Russell
Hampton?
remains in the field, just checking to see if he maintains possession and there is downward pressure.
Hampton gets there and plays at the arm. You see he hits it.
It's Labor there too.
You watch Ben Hampton. He hits the bicep. He comes across and hits the right bicep. Watch the left hand here. Flies across. Hits the bicep.
Yeah.
Smart play. Great desperation.
Well, he's dropped it. What's he now trying to convince himself he's grounded it?
Ball's come out of the hand and Sean Russell has lost the ball over the try line. We have a decision.
Well done, Cowboys. Great defence.
I think it's the first time I've seen tonight the halves play together. Half back to 5'8" to fullback. It's the name of the game. Forwards get you in field position, and then your halves and your creative players
Front
play
foot,
together.
boys. Macca, off the front foot. Just wait.
Oh, look at this defence. They're hunting as a pack now, Parramatta. Hopwood in there with Brendan Hands. Now Hiku. Oh, these are tough runs now. They've withstood a barrage on their own line, and now they've got to try and work the ball away. Feltwood leaves a bit of pressure with a good run. Robson away through Hampton and out of Luciano Leilua. They've done well here. They get up over the halfway, and Robson goes for a dash from dummy half. He's held by Ogden. Another quick play the ball. Townsend into the line. Drinkwater joining in, and Healam-Lukey on an angle. Brown missed him that time. This is super set by the Cowboys. They were going nowhere in the first instance. Healam-Lukey's boots gone flying upfield as Townsend sends a kick up. Gutherson takes it, and he's put down by Hiku, but they've gone from one end to the other. Why do players get the boot and throw it away, Joey?
I don't think it's a boot. You can see the size of it. I think it's a flipper. It's a dead set size 16.
It's an outboard motor. Yes, Gal?
Boys, didn't a couple of years ago if you threw a boot you got charged?
With what? Boot throwing?
No, I'm sure I remember a couple of years ago if you threw a boot you got charged with something. I'm sure there was something to do with that. I'm going to chase that and figure it out.
Is it contrary conduct,
I think
Gal?
there was a contrary conduct charge
Gal,
about it. I think there was.
Just settle down and enjoy your anniversary, Gal.
Did you get a bunch of red roses sent you from Queensland, Gal?
Nah, they didn't send me one.
It might be more like poison ivy. You better check it first. There's the flippers. What happened when you lost the boot back in your day, Gus?
Well, you'd put it down the back of your shorts. No one ever knew that you had it. You'd run around for an hour.
Joey put it down the front of his.
I had pig trotters.
Old mate would be looking for his boot and leave it down your shorts.
Would never have guessed that. What if you landed on it?
Are we talking about the same thing here?
Let's get back to the football. And Neem. And Townsend. With a clearance which lands safely in the arms of Clint Gutherson. He's been reasonably well handled tonight, with the exception of that burst into the clear in the first half, where he went through that hole, quite a large hole, and the Cowboys were able to defend it. Penasini, he's had a good game.
Well, they've got to bring him in and play more. Keep harping on the inexperience, that side of the field, defensively for the Cowboys.
Let's go.
Well, guys, I'm 100% positive, and Middo's confirmed it. There was a contrary conduct charge for throwing boots away. Now, I remember my last ever year, I got given a concerning act letter because a boot come off in the tackle I was involved in, actually threw it back to the sideline to their bench, and I was given a concerning act letter because they tried to say I threw it away, but I didn't. I threw it to the bench so they could replace it to the player, but there was definitely
Moses to Gutherson, he nearly handled that one. Sorry to cut you off, Gal. That was a riveting story. Penalty. Oh, it's penalty the other way, holding a player off the ball.
He's touched him before he touches the ball. It's without the ball. You can challenge it. You know?
We're going to challenge this. How was that letter, Gal?
Ash.
No, that letter, mate. I told you there was a contrary conduct charge. I was right. Middo's confirmed it. So let's hope Dylan Brown can get one for that.
The problem was, Gal, when you threw it and hit one of the opposition players on the head.
No, I actually legitimately threw it back to the bench. I really did.
You are such a nice bloke. That's a knock on.
Just checking to see whether Chad Townsend makes contact with Clint Gutherson before the ball touches the hand.
He really waits here, Chad Townsend. He's waiting to the last second to make. That's a knock on. That's a knock on. He hasn't interfered with him. That's a knock on.
The timing of the contact is simultaneous with the hand touching the ball. It's a knock on from Clint Gutherson.
Well done,
the
Mr.
challenge
Bunker.
is successful.
Well done, Mr. Bunker.
Clint, just wait. They're reviewing.
Well done, Mr. Bunker. That's a knock on.
The Gotcha for Life Foundation and the NRL have teamed up for the Ampol 2023 State of Origin Series to build mental fitness in grassroots footy clubs. With the launch of the new One Pass at a Time campaign. Buy your virtual One Pass today at onepass.gotchaforlife.org. One pass can change a game and one conversation can change a life. Click on the QR code there and you can find out more information about that.
Paul Gallen, how many concerning act letters did you get in your time?
No, that was the only one, Gus. Only one. That was it, mate. I got a few suspensions early on in my career, but by the back end, I tidied things up and I was okay. How about you? Did you get many, Gus?
I didn't have them in my day.
Oh, okay. Did you get suspended much?
No, never got suspended.
Oh, that's a lie.
They wrote Gus's with a feather.
I never got suspended.
Never?
No.
You weren't having a go.
I got sin bin once, and I got sent off in a trial game once for fighting with me mate.
Sent off in a trial game? You must have done something really wrong.
Yeah, save it for Monday night, Gal.
I had a fight with me mate. He was on the other team.
Drink water. Russell, oh, he looks a bit wobbly. He recovered. And he beat some defence too, and Neem with a legs tackle. Oh, they've been baying for that penalty. They know exactly when to interject themselves, this crowd here at CommBank, and they sense Parra needed a bit of relief there.
Yeah, it was a soft penalty, but the flop, there's no need.
They're getting a little nervous here, the Parramatta crowd. 6-all, they're probably expecting to win comfortably. They had 3 or 4 sets of 6 on the Cowboys line and tried this loud.
Well, the halves got to pair up. Halves got to play to each other and bring their outside men into play.
This is the fifth penalty of the game.
A lot of their attack has been from the middle of the field where the halves have been split.
A lot of free-flowing footy tonight, a lot of ball in play. And there's a strong, he's been good, Dory.
Play off that. Stand up and play.
Powerful charge from him on that left-hand edge. Back to the centre with Hopgood. Bumps off the first tackle. But the ball is wrapped up. Robson up top. McLean back out on the ground too. Hands through to Dylan Brown. Now Dory again. And Hiku. Good tackle. 5 metres out. Brown. Cartwright flew high. Loose ball. Knocked back. Cowboys have got it.
Well, that's set of 6. Mitchell Moses didn't touch the ball. the game on the line, 6-all. I mean, once your halfback touching the ball 2 or 3 times there, once again, all the play coming to the left side.
Hampton.
Good run.
Good run. I reckon he thought Whittemere Greg wasn't onside there at marker. Clean. Relieved the pressure of being stuck in their own end pretty well once again there. Townsend's kick can't evade Gutherson. Sebo. Simonson. Moses eventually sees some ball. And Sean Russell tackled up near the halfway. Laboured involved in defence on that occasion. Now here's the first game of Luca Moretti.
That was a good first touch.
He's a good player.
He's played a lot of lower grades. Played at the Roosters and joined Para at the start of 2022.
He's not overly big, but he's a real worker.
Played for Italy at the World Cup as well.
He's always in the game.
I was going to say, it sounds like a soccer player's name.
Dylan Brown, Gutherson, there a chance here. Sebo in the corner. His 15th try of the year.
They decided to run the ball in the last play. Harvey Norman replay. When you run the ball in the last play, generally the defensive winger is back a little bit. You see the space there, goes through the hands, catch and pass. And Sevo, he loves that corner. Well, that might spring him into action. Gal?
Yeah, Kyle Felt just didn't trust Peter Hickey there. He came in a little bit late. He probably could have left it a moment longer. The Hickey would have made that tackle, but it's important now the Cowboys find a little bit of resilience. We saw last week they led try after try and 11 tries in total for the match. There's still 24 minutes to go. It's important they stay in this.
They might open the shoulders now, the Eels.
Try-scoring record of Micah Sevo continues. He dominates here at Combank. His 15th of the season, like I said. He's going to try again here at the home ground.
As Labor can get those kickoffs going, he gets the spiral off the kick. That's the way he sets the ball down on that tee and wraps his foot around it. Really awkward to catch.
They haven't shown any signs of yielding so far, North Queensland. That's not a lack of effort that resulted in that try. It was some good execution from Parramatta. So let's see if they can maintain this level of competition. Moses with his speed. He's blistering over a short distance. But he was tackled nicely by Hampton.
He's out of that tackle, Moses. So he's got that right leg strapped. I don't know if he's got a corpse eye.
Racing after this, Cartwright leads the stampede downfield. Now Robert Derby.
Well, they're winning the field position battle in this second half, aren't they, Parramatta? Cowboys just can't seem to get to the other end.
There's the countdown clock. Adelaide Oval, the venue for game 1. The Airpulse State of Origin for 2023. Exclusive live and free coverage from 7 p.m. Wednesday. If you're a footy fan, it is compulsory viewing, even if you're not. Cowboys on the last. Take a bit of a chance here. Hiku dinks one along the ground. Gutherson read that really nicely. And that was good enterprising footy by the Cowboys. Now they condense their defence and they're going to try to whack a few para players on the cart back here. Sevo with the first run. This is Simonson. Granville had a spell on the bench. He's thrown back out there. McLean's on the ground. And Russell. That was a determined run, full of venom. Moses kicks him inside the 40.
40-20.
Oh, Felt. Oh, and he throws a pass. How'd you like to coach him?
He makes the difficult look easy and the easy look really difficult.
Oh.
I heard your voice last Saturday night.
Yeah.
Which, he dropped that ball on the in goal.
When he was chasing it back and he fumbled it like that, I said, sorry. I actually apologised. I could hear myself saying it.
The positive in that was it probably didn't make a difference at the end.
It didn't help.
Again, they struggle for yardage, and Townsend, he kicks the other way. He kicked away from Sevo that time.
They're hanging in. They had all the field position, that Parramatta the second half.
Yeah. Next score is crucial here.
Gutherson, he senses the weary legs of the Cowboys now, and they win a 6 again.
Well, this might be it right here. Now the Cowboys have to find something right now in this next couple of minutes.
Brown tries to explode off a virtual standing start. There's the Westpac red zone. 19 played the balls against 6 for the Cowboys. Dory had a strong game. He's pulled down a couple out from the line. North Queensland might be defending for the game here. Brown takes them on. Granville throws himself in front. Greg's already got one. Don't tell me he's getting a second. He nearly did. You'd have got 1,000 to 1. Oh, he's lost it playing it.
He was on the treadmill.
When he won it.
He could see it, but the
middle.
legs just wouldn't go.
Runs up, clock on.
You can see the line. Go, 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 go.
He's had a good game, this referee, Liam Kennedy, but he's going to lose his voice. I've never heard a referee scream as much as he does. He's going to have a sore throat tomorrow. He's had a really good game so far.
He has, hasn't he? Let the game flow.
Yep.
Minimal penalties.
The game's so much better when the referee doesn't blow penalties.
Well, there's only been 5 penalties and 2-6 to go.
Yep.
That's why the ball in play. That's why there's so many tackles.
So they've got to try and get the play up the other end. Somehow here in Queensland.
Well, this is the beauty of the referee. He's not just giving penalties willy-nilly.
Yeah.
He's rewarding good defence, good kick chase, and letting the team that is on top hold that momentum in field position.
Robson with Granville.
Well, with 18 minutes to go, there's been 620 tackles, which, once again, for a club game,
Oh, Hickory's come out of that. Bit worse for wear. He's ready to move, Greg.
Goose steady.
Could you imagine if he scored 2 tries? Dylan Brown, they hang off him. Lovely hand, Simonson. Sevo trying to slip down the sideline. He came back in because Felt came across. Now, one of the Para players has been knocked over in back play here. It's Matt Gorey as they move through Moses, and now Hopgood. Granville missed him the first time, but Leilua clings on, and Neen comes in to help. 11 metres short of the line now. Moses, great hands. Oh, that is terrific skill. Blistering ball movement by Parramatta, and Russell scores.
And again, running the ball on last play, but the slickness of the passing here. No need to describe it, just watch it. The slickness. Harvey Norman replay, watch the execution here. In and out of the hands, in and out of the hands, bang, bang. Brilliant stuff.
Finally, he gets the green line. Draws right by number 5, Sean Russell. Denied twice, but one will be denied a third time. Third quarter match for the Eels.
And Gus, you spoke about running on the last play. You watched the distance between the centre and the winger Derby. Look, they all come up. Derby's waiting back for the kick, which then gives Penasuni just that metre or two to catch and pass. Close to the line there. Normally, any other play, the winger would be flying up on Penasuni, but because they're waiting for that kick, gives you that fraction of a second to get him on the outside. That's twice. We've got him on the last play down the edges.
Well, it's obviously a plan. They call that a step back winger. The winger steps back, waiting for the kick, the grubber kick or the crossfield kick, and it gives you an opportunity to get the ball through the hands. You've just got to engage the inside defenders and you'll get time on the outside.
Wasn't that electrifying to watch that passing sequence?
Considering the slippery ball.
Another one by Moses.
Just watch these kickoffs, the way they spiral through the air. Oh, he's miskicked it.
Right on cue.
Jordan, let him up. Mark his square. Hold.
Luca Moretti, Italian international, with his first NRL jumper tonight. Second player to make his NRL debut for Parramatta this year. The other one's Brendan Hands, of course, who's out there jumper number 15.
Josh Hodgson saw him grab at a hip early in the game. Is he on the bench down there?
I'm not too sure, Joey. I'll go down and have a look, but
There he is.
No, he's on the bench. Yeah, it doesn't look he's come back tonight, so yeah, he might be taking it easy the rest of the day, I think. And Parramatta look to have the game in control at the moment.
Get him his moccasins.
Well, they've really controlled the territory. The 26 minutes since half-time has virtually been played at one end of the field.
Now, Women's Origin. The 2-game series, but the first of which is at this very ground next Thursday. New South Wales v Queensland. Tickets are on sale.
You have a 2-game series and at 1-1. What happens then?
Points aggregate.
Points aggregate?
Yeah.
No, I'll be campaigning for a decider. Don't worry, girls. I'll get you a decider. One game will go on aggregate, please.
Isiku against the grain. Some openings in the middle of the ground. Oh, Robson. Unbelievable how he held on to that.
Big tackle. Where new Greg? Big tackle.
Well, if they can score here, there's still time. Townsend sends it up in the air, and it was a fraction deep.
Now it's an escort.
Oh.
Well, here we go.
We spoke in the pre-game,
On the kicker.
Todd Payton, about a big target in the air from Robert Derby.
All good, Ash.
Impressive, the two young men out there on the edge.
Brilliant ball by Hiku around the corner.
Look at this tackle. Boom.
There's a challenge here.
All right, Ashley, we have a captain's challenge.
So where are you going to play your women's decider, Gus?
Parramatta challenge the decision on hit on kicker.
I'll find a ground for him.
Chat.
Come and play at Belmore if you like. I'll put it on.
Careful.
There'll be a decider. If it's 1-1, we'll get a game on somewhere. Officials are now saying, can he do that?
The
Ball being
NRL's in the
kicked
fetal
by
position.
Chad Townsend.
How do you have a 2-game series?
He's then contacted late, just checking any other angles.
That's not a penalty, is it? They're not going to get a penalty.
Is that what the
Supporting
penalty
the
was?
on-field decision.
Is that what the penalty was for?
Is that
Parramatta
what
can retain the right to challenge.
Is that what the penalty's for? No, it's for the escort, I think. But surely.
I thought it was for an escort over in the corner.
It can't be for that.
No. Parramatta's retained their challenge. I don't know what's happened there. Anyway, Cowboys need to try. Now.
Lukey's in there.
Well, the Eels haven't had to defend their line for a long time.
Oh, not a great ball. Drink order. Had to prop to get it, and the momentum on that play is broken down. Centre of the 10-metre line. Cohen Hess now. He's been off the field for a long time. Right underneath the black dot when he played that one. That's a better ball to drink water. A floater. Oh, Sevo thought about the intercept, and Caulfield pulled his pants down.
Oh, Maker Sevo. He thought for a second, he said, I can catch that. And then he pulled out of it, and Kyle Felt got the shock of his life. Sevo virtually falls down in front of him. Harvey Norman replay, alley-oop. Sevo says, I'll get that, and then missed it. They're back in at the Cowboys. All right, big kick here. Chatty Townsend. Kicked a lot in his younger days, Chad Townsend. Watch Sevo here.
Watch Gutherson when he puts the ball down, Gus. Watch the in goal. Oh, we can't see it on that angle.
Oh, there he is. Oh, that's a filthy look.
That's the look. Come to the principal's office.
Chad Townsend was a goal kicker in his younger days, Joey, wasn't he? But he hasn't kicked a lot in the top grade for a long time.
Oh, he needs to kick this.
Yeah, he does. This is really important. He's really got to bear down on this. And it's a nice straight poke.
Oh no, it's a miss kick. That's not drink water kick. Barely made the post then.
With just over 10 minutes remaining in the match, Eels 18, the Cowboys 10.
Stand side here.
A big final 10 minutes coming up here at Cowboys Stadium. Ready to hear
Well,
from each and every one.
points can energise teams and see if they can come up with something on the back of that.
You just get the feeling. The Cowboys have got another couple in them.
Will, let up, Will. Get square markers. Oh, go.
to put something on their right-hand side. They're all lined up with depth here. They go into Heelam Lukey.
Yeah, I don't think Heelam Lukey needed the ball there. Plenty around the outside. He's had a game, Granville.
Has he? Right. At half-time, he topped the tackle count. He had 31 tackles at half-time.
Drinkwater fires it to Hiku. Sivo's in field. Oh, good tackle, Simonson. That was a critical tackle. That was Brown, sorry. Oh, he might have been taken out. He Drinkwater. Sivo takes it, and it's all fair, says the referee. Hands put a little bump on Drinkwater and sent him over. Oh, no! It's gone backwards, has it? Oh, they scrambled to get it. Simonson dropped it. Oh!
That was a good old-fashioned boat tip.
Now Makatoa, how many tackles is that? 3. This could have been fatal.
They got the wobbly boot on here, Parramatta.
Oh, big shot now. Russell.
It's Granville again.
Oh, they're kicking from very deep in their own half. Now Drinkwater, he's got a blue wall in front of him. He's back within 10 of the halfway.
They'd kill for a penalty.
Get that ball back in good field position on play 1. You're going to challenge your forwards to get behind the ball. Try to get some formation and shape.
This is Fine Fuiaki. Fresh legs for the last 10 minutes, or he is all power.
Yeah, we called his debut. He was a tearaway.
Townsend over to McLean. And then through the hands of Drinkwater and laboured. Oh, they ran out of room.
Yeah, well defended that one. No panic. Up we go again. It's a bit flat.
It's a deep kick, Sivo. It probably wasn't high enough, like Gus said, and a fraction deep as well. And player of Sivo's quality takes that comfortably. Simonson made sure of it that time.
Well, with Kyle Feld out there, you've got to give it some height and give him a chance. You can pluck them in from anywhere.
Here's good of Greg. They're just outside the 10 again. Now Makatoa. Just get the feeling that conversion from Townsend might prove the difference here. One converted try, I think they're right in it. 2 is a different story. Good kick by Moses. That made a beautiful sound off the boot.
It's a good straight line too. His last couple of kicks have been really good long ones, and Parramatta's backed it up with a great chase.
See, look at these Cowboys players. A couple of them have just gone past the halfway.
Yeah. Kick, chase, tackle. Gee, it wins lots of games. Has done for a long time.
Oh, Phelps. Ball spews out the back, and Griffin Dean, who literally just ran out there. That's his first involvement in his second stint.
Once again, great tackle. Dylan Brown. Tremendous technique up under the ball. He's had a game again, Dylan.
Cohen Hess stands over them like a colossus. Drinkwater. Good tackle. That was Matt Dory around the legs that time. Townsend fires the ball for Felt. Felt chips over the top. He takes Sivo on himself. Does he get a bounce? He gets a bounce, all right. This is still alive. If the Cowboys can get it, they'll score. It's knocked on. 6 more tackles.
Love the chip kick.
They have to score here. Luciano Leilua got it back for Townsend. Now Cohen Hess, can he bash them down? He offloads. Granville with it this time. Parra trying not to panic. I wouldn't say the same about the fans. 5.5 to go. If the Cowboys can score here, it's anyone's guess. Tackled strongly. Hiku, oh, came bouncing off Simonson. It's 6 more, but they've got to score in the next minute or so. Labert.
Great tackle.
Brilliant defence. Cartwright. Here's Leilua back towards towards the centre of the ground. He wants someone to run into a hole for him. Drinkwater wrapping around. Drinkwater gives it away to Feld. It's another one for North Queensland. And he runs it around close enough to behind the posts.
Brilliant football, absolutely brilliant football. And the Parramatta Eels look like the shopping trolley with the wonky wheel. Harvey Norman replay, the little chip and chase. It stays in field. Pressure, ball gets the bounce. Kept on the toe, it's knocked forward, there's your 6 again. And from there, the Cowboys have been able to keep it alive. Luciano, a forward who can move the ball and move his feet. The run around, and beautiful play by Drinkwater. Harvey Norman replay, wonderfully executed. And an exclamation point where Kyle Felt runs around besides the post. Paul Gallen.
Yeah, you're right, Gus. Parramatta didn't cover the try then, allowed Felt to run around towards the post, which gives Chad Townsend an easier kick now. It was an absolute pop gun with his last attempt. I reckon he'll have enough legs just to get this one over. So buckle up for the last few minutes, boys. It's going to be a cracker.
He needs this to get within 2 because then a penalty goal becomes a factor. He needs this one. It's got to go through. Good boy.
So pressure is building. Ampol State of Origin is almost here. Wednesday from 7 p.m. The Blues and the Maroons in instalment 1 of Origin 2023. Don't miss it on the only place to watch State of Origin live right here on Nine's Wide World of Sports.
That play by Drinkwater then, on the run, he actually called that play with Finifuiaki. He actually called the run-around play on the run. That was class. Looked up, called the play. Magic.
Could they pinch this?
They can pinch it.
Oh.
There's 4 minutes to go. They'll get about 2, maybe 3.
Oh, the offload! It's on the ground. It's picked up by Parra. First tackle, Cohen Hess.
Now this is Moses. This is on Moses now. He needs to control this game.
I can't believe what I just saw.
Oh. Nakatawa. Neem wraps him up. Parrott can put this to bed right here. Moses for Cartwright. Last tackle. What does Moses do? Oh, it's a double kick. And the ball spills in the end goal. It's going to go over the back.
Did you have an air swing here?
I think he just got booed on it the first time and then kicked it the second time.
It's a great result. First side, it looked like he had it. Oh, yeah, he just got his big toe to
The
it.
captain's challenge. Cowboys are challenging the decision of a goal line dropout.
No, this will be a dropout. He just gets his big toe to it, Moses. Just touches it, and then...
Mitch Moses kicks the ball. It's play on at this stage.
And then he gets it through the legs.
He then kicks it again. It's then gone backwards from the...
So
just thinking if there's...
Well, it's Dylan Brown again. He gets there to compete. He tackles Drinkwater. He plays at the arms. He doesn't play at the ball. Drinkwater, the ball goes out.
Well, it spurts out pretty quickly.
Just checking to see if Dylan Brown's onside at the point of the kicks, which he is. Clearing the tackle by Cohen Hess. Scott Drinkwater gets to the ball, just seeing if there's any knock-on from Scott Drinkwater. I think it's...
Well, you can't see on that angle. Get the other angle. Just get the other angle. You can't see from that angle. Here we go. No, he doesn't touch it.
There's no knock-on from Dylan Brown. The ball is lost backwards from Scott Drinkwater.
All right, well, I say we'll have a short...
And the ball goes dead. The challenge is unsuccessful.
We'll have a short line dropout here. The Cowboys need the ball.
Behind that one.
Cole Felt has come in one from the wing.
Just wait.
He's the target.
Stay on side.
Can
Stay on side.
Can they nail the kick? And Felt's soar above them. Oh, it's a wobbly thing. Felt knocks it back. Parra got it. Cleaned up brilliantly. Brandon Hands.
Smart play. He got there and got the crumbs. Really smart play.
Oh, forward. They are making heavy weather of this Parramatta. It was 18-6. Brown now. 2.5 to go. Hands out for Mitchell Moses. Ball sent underneath the Cartwright. They've used 4 tackles. They play left to Moses. Jermaine Hopgood flips it out the back. Nice work. Then over to Brown. Brown tries to kick through. Hickory's knocked it on. 50.
Well, he's probably done what you asked, Mitchell Moses, Andrew.
Yep.
He's had a lot of touches in these couple of sets. He got the line drop out. He's moved the ball, kept it alive. And now Dylan Brown forces the error, and the Cowboys might not touch the ball again in this game. Great fight back.
It's been a good game, hasn't it?
Yeah, brave effort. They need the ball.
Moses stands him up, goes himself, scores and wins it for Parramatta.
There you go, Andrew. You asked, and he delivered. His last few minutes has been excellent. He's virtually blotted the Cowboys out of it. I cannot believe the Cowboys tried to unload from the kickoff. They got back to 18-16, and on tackle 0, they tried to offload the ball. Mitchell Moses had controlled it from that point. Harvey Norman replay, right foot step, tied defence. And the little halfback gets through to Isaac for the Parramatta Eels. They had to work hard for it, Gal.
Yeah, they did. And the Cowboys, they weren't beaten through effort tonight, which is what the coach wanted. He wanted more effort than they showed last week, which they did do, but just couldn't quite execute. And I thought Parramatta probably had the game sewn up, but they let the Cowboys back into it. Mitchell Moses, when you want your big guns to step up, he has tonight. He set the try up previously and scored his own try there. So good finish to the game by Mitchell Moses.
They certainly had to work for it. They were well in control, controlling field position. Cowboys defended grimly all night, but found themselves 12 behind, and then got themselves to the other end, come up with a couple of tries to get to 18-16, and just gifted possession back to the Eels again. Much improved performance from them, and the Eels take a step closer to getting their season back on track, inching towards the top 8.
Moses knocks the Cowboys out of contention.
Just got that clock still, Scott. Scott.
It's been the knock on him, if there is one in the last couple of years, is that when the game's on the line, he hasn't always done what he has tonight. That's extinguish the opposition's chances of winning at the death. He's done it there with his own little bit of individual brilliance. Griffin Neem's got the ball back for the Cowboys. Only a handful of seconds remain. He's been dragged over.
There's no knock on.
And that might bring an end to proceedings.
Where do you want it? Here. Clock on.
The Cowboys are hurrying. They want one final play. If they can assemble a scrum. Siren's beaten them. Well, that was a brutal game. A game of a lot of ball in play, and there will be some tired and sore bodies following this Friday night football contest, with Parramatta getting there in the end after they led 18-6. It got back to 18-16, but in the end, Moses with the try with a handful of minutes remaining. Parramatta 24 over the Cowboys 16.